Okay, it's day 147. Heading down trail about 5 miles to town. It was a beautiful morning. We just couldn't get going. I couldn't get going. Yeah, so be putting a fork in Vermont today, and on to New Hampshire. All right, let's see down trail. You got into a yellow jacket nest, and if you just would have stopped, I could have helped him kill him, but he figured he could outrun him. And so, I don't know if he's going to run all the way to town or what, but eventually he's going to get tired of running. And we'll see. Yeah, yellow jacket's getting a little testy. There's not a lot of water. It's getting to be that season when they get a little testy. Anyway, we'll find them, patch them up. Alright, see you down trail. So we're hiking into the town of Hanover, Vermont. And then, let's see, caught up with you. He put some sunscreen on. Fool the yellow jackets. I think he said he had like 5 or 6 bites on his legs. Not pleasant. He's not feeling dizzy or anything, so it's a good sign. Alright, see you later. Alright, crossing the Connecticut River from Vermont into New Hampshire. Woohoo! Oh, I bet it says something on this post up here. There it is. Sweet. Okay. You get on one side. Good morning. Day 149. We took a 0 on 148. And back to getting her hiking, and I think we can do about 15 miles today. So anyway, see you down the trail. Okay, so we got a pretty early start. We just packed up and headed out. We're gonna eat breakfast at the Overlook, so we're at the Overlook, which of course there was no overlook because of trees. But it was nice rocks and stuff, and we were sitting there, and I was reading the comments about the Overlook. I don't know what they call it, soft rocks or something like that. And it said something about 2 days ago I put my pack on a wasp nest. And so I was like, oh, wasps. There must be some wasps around here still, maybe. So think too much of it, and then some people came by, hiking by, and morning and whatnot, and all of a sudden I step in it. I was like, I think there's something about a hornet's nest around here. And then at that point, she put her pole right in the hole or something. It was like right behind us, maybe 4 feet behind us. But I don't know, wasps are pretty good about figuring out who perched her. Anyway, one of them got stung, and we just kind of sat there, and we found the nest, and we put like a stick sign saying wasp nest, pointing towards it. Hopefully nobody else gets stung. Yeah, so I don't know how warm it's going to be today, but sheesh, pretty humid. I want to mix it up a little bit, get it going early, get some miles under us, and not be hiking in the heat of the day. Maybe, I don't know, that's possible. We got a pretty good hill to climb today in a little bit, and trail, it's been challenging. Kind of a bouldery, slopey hike up to that overlook, and now we got a couple road crossings and back up another hill. Is this thing turning? Yeah. Alrighty. All those people there, they went the wrong way. You know, if they would have turned, they came out to the overlook. If they would have turned where they should have gone before the overlook, they would have avoided the hornet's nest altogether. But they got talking to us, asking if we camped up there or whatnot. Anyway, we got them set straight, back on their path. Alrighty, see you down the trail. Okay, had a couple miles to camp, and let's get this one last mountain to climb today. Let's go around this way. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a mile and a half up. So once you get a top, you go down a little bit, and the shelter's right there. So they sent you ahead to secure a campsite. We're both carrying a full load of water. There's a stream up here, but it might take a bit getting to it. The guy gave us some trail magic down there. Thank you. And he had some water as well. There's other water there, so we filled up. Anyway, oh my word, just one step at a time. Ooh, the side hill. All right, oops, I can't. Might have been focusing the camera. All right, almost to camp. Got this beautiful view. Woo! It's very cliffy here too. All right, it's the end of the day, and we'll see you in the morning. Okay, it's day 150. We had to kind of scoot a little bit out of that shelter. Hugh doesn't like humming, and they had humming in stereo last night. And then, as we were leaving, the Hummer was behind us humming some more. It's like nails and chalkboard to him. Anyway, yeah, day 150. All right, going through this field. I'm gonna turn the camera around here in a minute. Here we go. A little bit of mist off of the water this morning. mountain in the background, going up Smart Mountain. Trying to figure out where we're gonna land, but it's 28 to a resupply. I guess we don't have to stay there if we hit it like tomorrow at noon or something, but it'd be nice to take a shower, get stuff washed. And the medium. Alright, we'll see you down track. We're seeing beautiful mountains today. Okay, I think that might be Smart's Mountain where we're going. It's got a little tower at the top. It's pretty small from here. Beautiful. Whew. Quite the climb. Okay, this is the view we're seeing.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Wow. It's definitely windy.
Alright, this is a top of, let's see.
Did you go up in the door?
It's pretty heavy actually. Alright, running the boards, heading to the next peak. Hopefully, not as steep as the last one. Rudy. The planks. They're pretty nice when they're dry. These are pretty new, I think. Flat. I don't know, looks like 4x8s. Very nice. And the roots. And, oh, I got some more right there. Wait. Alright. So they walk those things up or they get dropped by helicopter. Pretty tight in here. So, hard to say how far we're going to go today. There's a shelter coming up after this next mountain hill, and or we can go downhill to the road, and there's a hostel. That one might be kind of a late day. Depends on how bad this next climb is and what time it is. It's about 4:15 now, so I'll make a pretty good time today. Alright. Oh my god, camera works terrible. We'll see you down the trail. I don't hear you back there. Must have stopped or something. Oh, there he is. He's coming. Not sure what mountain that is. I'll have to look on the map. Way down there. morning. It's day 151. And I don't know, it was a short day yesterday. But man, it was a steep climb up to the sheltered area. And a steep climb up to where our tent was. And a steep climb up to the privy. At the end of the day, not really what you're looking for. So, let's see. A couple days ago, we took a Nero and a Zero in that town that Dartmouth in. Anyway, I think that really helped my stomach issues. It was more my lower intestine, but anyway, whatever it was, muscle in my front of my, I don't know, it was hurting, and yeah, the rest helped. It's like finally got caught up on my video paperwork last night. I hadn't felt like doing anything other than videoing the last couple of days. I just want to crawl in the bed and go to sleep. But yeah, I think we're good now. We got to go to a hostel tonight. I think we'll get cleaned up. Maybe the next day they'll slack pack us for Musalaki, and that'll be a good thing. So it's I don't know. It's gonna be like a 16-mile day. It'll be a good one today, I think. A few bumps along the way. All right, see you then. Well, this is the first view this morning, and it's a beauty. Really, this is the queen, for me, stage of the trip. New Hampshire. Trail goes up these boulders, up by the little trees. Let's see. All right, so all the hostel we're interested in staying at. Says it's pretty much first come first serve for the getting slack packed over Musalaki. About 2 miles. I'm gonna stop for the pizza and beer. Should have thought of calling them ahead of time. Having a pizza made before we get there. Anyway, probably do after we have our pizza. I'll send you ahead and secure ourselves on the slack packing roster. We'll see. Haven't seen anybody on the trail come up from behind us. A couple southbounders going the other way. There's a lot of people in camp last night. Some left just ahead of us, so yeah. Lots of unknowns. Alright. Okay, it's day 152 and we're going to slack pack Musalaki. There it is. About 10 miles back to the hostel. See them. Been following this stream up this trail. It's steep, but beautiful. Okay, a little bald flat on the top here. Got about a mile to go to the actual summit. I think all the hard work is done. It's hard to film and climb those boulders. I kind of tweaked my knee a little bit back there, my right one, which gave me some concern. I'm glad I'm slackpacking this because tweaking my knee going uphill is one thing. You got a heavy pack on, you're going downhill, it's going to be just as hard. Or harder, I mean, on your knee. So it's a good test. Whether we slack pack tomorrow or not, Kingsman. I mean, the smart thing probably is to do that. It's just the road ride is El Succo. Lots of turns. And of course we're running into some, I don't know what they're doing, construction, but anyway. We're here, we're hiking. Whew. Feel the heat of that sun up here. Alright, we're almost at the view. Film when I get. Okay. Come out of the short trees back there. Woo-wee. I don't know, I might be Washington over there. It's north, right? Very spectacular. And I got the cairns out. And you who does not like the sun will blast over the top of this thing and keep going. Alright, put the camera away so I can use my pulse. Heading back down. Of course, we're slack packing south, so heading back down the trail we would have come up this morning. Met some campers from last night and 2 nights ago. They pushed on. They showed that's like 18 miles with a Musalaki climb. And it's like, no, couldn't do that. Now my right heel's feeling tender. We've been walking all these soft, piney bed trails, and now we're forced to walk on boulders and rocks like this. It's showing up awful quick. So, again, gotta do what I gotta do, and slack pack was a good choice today. Let's see, got another hour for noon. I don't know if this is half the hike done, but we got another peak over there. I don't know if it's South Musalaki or something else altogether. I got my act together. I have no idea where I'm going, just following this gravel trail. Anywho, yeah, beautiful, beautiful surrounding mountains, valleys, and it's more of a shot of where we've been. I wonder if we're gonna go all the way over to that peak. You know, every time you wonder that, you see a little bit of trail there. That's probably where we're going. Alrighty, see you down the trail. Well, it's been about, sign says 3.7 miles descent back there. It's like, oh my God, like we've been descending forever. Now we're in a field. We go through a couple parking lots, and in a couple miles, we'll be on the road, heading back to hostel, and it's kind of warm down here. There's a nice breeze, but it's a lot cooler up there. So, I don't know. This is called the end of day 152. And let's see what we do tomorrow. Later. Okay, day 53. We're been dropped off where we were left off for Musalaki yesterday, and now we're going northbound. There's some stairs. And yeah, 7 o'clock when he got us to trailhead-ish. Now we've been hiking for about 10 minutes, about 10 minutes already. Yeah, feeling pretty good. It was kind of loud at the hostel last night, but and we had a tent with a snorer next to us. It was kind of rough, but we're out here. We're gonna see what we can do in 6 days. Supposed to be some thunderstorms maybe this afternoon, so keep an eye on that. Alright, see you at the trip. Okay, we got to the top of whatever that was. I think we spooked something, either a deer or a bear. I don't know, a bear will keep crashing through, a deer will bolt and then stop, so that bolted and stopped. A bear will kind of stop too and turn around, but anyway, we didn't see. Yeah, so now we're doing like a little descent here. Yeah, this first part here is supposed to be pretty same old hiking. When we get to the Kingsman, it will be a little slower, we're told, by people in the know. People have done this a few times. So this is my gallant return after being away for 43 years. Back in the day, I hiked Mount Washington a couple times, I think. Anyway, a couple more overnights. Caught in a rainstorm one time. We hit the tent on the side of the trail. So, I don't know, the weather, let's see what it does. It's got a chance of thunderstorms here for next week, maybe. Hard to say. We're in the mountains, so we've got to keep a lookout. There is a Mount Washington observatory that we can text. Text weather or something, and it'll text you back the conditions are, and they were saying, well, if the wind is up above 50, probably not a good day. I'm trying to avoid weekends because it's going to be crowded enough up there with all these through hikers. I guess the bubble has caught us. Sure were a lot of people at the hostel yesterday. But we're all resupplied for, I tell Matthew, and maybe it's 6 days, but I always tell Matthew 4 or 5 days, and then I have like an extra meal or something. But that's a nice little water source. A little plank, a couple trees down, nothing too arduous. We're kind of on the lookout for moose when we get through the marshy areas, but I guess because it's been such a dry season, they're kind of skittish. Oh, I'll put the phone away for this boulder scramble. Later. Okay, Mount Wolf is all treed, so it's on to Mount Kinsman. So I'm gonna do a little descent and then ascent. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it without my poles, so see you over there. A little waterfall action. This is our trail up to Kingsman. A couple miles of this, and we'll be there. All right, we made it to the swamp. There's the top. There's the swamp, and no no moose up here. There weren't any moose in Moose Lock either. That's beautiful. And it's cool. Clouds moved in. Rain, but no thunder yet. We're hoping it holds off. We can scurry across there. Get this thing out of the way today. Alright. Back into the woods. Okay, we're at the top of North Kingman. Pretty much the same view. So, anywho, now we got a little bit more bouldering to do. First few hours were fun. Alright, I need my free hand. So, alright. Okay, well, let's hope the downhill is a little bit easier than the uphill. Any bets? Alright, let's see.